Filipino cuisine gained a deeper dimension when Catholicism altered the way we understood food. It became a pathway to the divine, as a Filipino practiced his faith through the food that he ate. With the variety of influence that it was enjoying, Filipino food is slowly coming into its own as a cuisine that beautifully melds East and West into its own unique interpretation. The marriage of Spanish and Chinese influences can be seen in a culinary concept that provides complexity to any dish that uses it as its foundation.
The most important cooking techniques, if not the most important, that the Spanish introduced into Philippine cuisine is guisado.
The development of the gisa, or the Filipino gisa, which is made up of onions, garlic, and tomatoes, was actually inspired by the Spanish sofrito, which is done when making sauces for braised and stewed items.
For me to make a good sofrito, first of all, we need to start with the right onion and a good quality garlic. We sweat down very slowly the onion together with the garlic until it's very, very soft and palatable, and it has released all this natural sugar. And that's the moment in which we add the tomato that has been either peeled and seeded. From that point, you need to cook it very, very slowly until it naturally evaporates its water and the flavor of the tomato gets fully integrated into the onion and the garlic with the oil. The reason why sofrito is so tasty is because of the oil. I mean, the oil, they say, the conductor of flavors. It's through the oil that the connection between the onion, the garlic, and the tomato happens. So this is a very important part of the sofrito.
In the guisado, the Filipinos improvised on the Spanish sofrito by using Chinese tools to cook it.
You have a wok, and you have very high flames coming up the side of the wok. You have to cut your ingredients into the sizes that will cook quickly. It's 3 steps. The first step is you take certain ingredients which tend to be flavorers, and you cook them very lightly in a little bit of oil. And then after that, you add your main ingredients, which were usually meat. Although in the Philippines we now put vegetables. You mix all that together, that's step 2, fry them. And then step 3 is you allow the liquid of all those ingredients, or an additional liquid, to continue the cooking. That is guisado. And what you end up with is a stew. You actually end up with something like a stew. So sometimes guisado is translated into English as stew.
As a technique, the Filipino guisado imparts depth and substance, an undertow of richness found beneath the main flavors of a dish.
And today we have so many guisados. We make guisado out of anything.
Some of the most popular Filipino dishes that use the Filipino sofrito or the gisa as a base would be the afritada, the mechado, and the caldereta.
Clearly, we would look for which Spanish foods could be cooked here now because the ingredients were available. And if the original comfort food ingredients for the Spanish, if those ingredients weren't here, what local ingredients could we substitute?
juxtaposed against a native diet of fish and vegetables. The richness of these dishes was a novel experience for the Filipinos. This would become food that was reserved for special events such as Christmas and other festive occasions.